need Joe Lab to come here with my sniper rifle, 16,000 rounds of ammunition, a van with 16 monitors in it. And then we're going to tour the country. We're going to tour the country, and we're going to pick you up, bring you into the van, beat you, teach you how to trade, spit you back out, and we'll come back a couple of months later, see how you're doing. It's a good way to get away from my wife for 6 months. It's a job, honey. Sorry. I'll see you in 6 months. She probably wouldn't even miss me. Oh, you've been gone for 6 months? Yeah. Talk to me. Just hanging out right now. I got nothing. Just short the queues. Bring it on back. Do 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 do. What you got? Sup, homies? So yeah, we were just riffing a little bit back and forth. Yeah. So I don't remember exactly what I've been doing lately. I do so many broadcasts now. I forget which ones I put up on YouTube and all that. I think last we spoke, I was talking about buying puts on the market and hoping the market would go up. And I was trying to explain myself. See, yesterday when we bought the 343 lottos for next week, the market started ripping higher, right? And UVXY started to collapse. You know, we made money on the short in UVXY, blah, blah, blah. But if you bought those puts and the market starts rallying and you're thinking, hey, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Don't I? Because if you listen to the whole conversation, it was buy the puts. And then if the market starts to rally, buy the Qs to pay for the puts that you're buying. So we bought some at $1 and then they went to 80 cents, bought some more. And now here we are, and they're right back to $1.33. So $1.25 now. I'm thinking that maybe the 343s are a little bit too far out. But again, that's why it's more of a lotto spec play. Today's play, right, was just shorting the Qs or buying in the money puts. Because if you're a day trader, like we all are, you want to go as close to the money and pay as little as possible. That's why if you read any article about how zero-dated options are hurting the market, no, they're not. If you read an article about how dangerous they are, no, they're not. You have an ability now to trade $355 stocks for 80 cents. Where's the negativity there? It's people that don't know what they're doing are buying. They're speculating. Hey, I think the market's going up. I could buy a call today that expires at 4 o'clock. Oh man, I was wrong. I lost all my money. But if you trade them, again, the market was hanging in there. It only became a short up at 350, 359.21. So yeah, the 343s were good, but you want to make money as a trader, you're not buying 343 puts, speculation play. You're going right to the source. So let's see if you know what I'm talking about. If you wanted to short the Qs today and they're rolling over and they're breaking 359.20, what should you buy to ensure that you make something? You know, 4-point move, everyone's going to get paid. But what if it only moved $1 and you went out too far? Those options don't even move. So the answer is, anybody know? What options should you have been buying this morning on the rollover? 359 puts for today. And yeah, they weren't cheap, but they're relatively cheap. Here they are. 359 puts today. You're buying them at 91 cents. Where is it? Sorry, no, these are not the ones. The ones we were looking at were 91 cents. Hold on. Did I put in 359? Is this for today or tomorrow? Sorry, it was the 358s. Slightly out of the money because I was looking for something under $1. And there she was. There's the VWAP break. Could have been buying them at 77. Wound up buying them on the break at 92. And then they went to $1.40. Have a nice day. And now look where they went, $3. So this brings me back to the conversation at hand. You don't need to own stocks. And let me bring it all the way back to Rambus. I think Rambus is going to $120 a share in the next 4 years. Stop right there. Cool. I think Rambus is going to be a $120 stock in the next 4 years. Great. I own 200 shares at $57.50. Wonderful. If the stock goes up to 120, let's just make it easy math. I'm up 100% that I've just waited 4 years for. Or you buy zero dated options at 90 cents and bang them out at $2 and $3 in an hour and a half. I mean, the choice is clear. The choice is clear. Be a trader, learn this, and then you could branch off. You want to swing? Great. I just proved that swing trading stinks, right? Where's Susanna? Oh, Susanna, we held some overnight and it gave it all back. And now we live with regret. I mean, I'm not living with regret. I sold it at $10.14, but we've had the ENVX. We got paid. We bought the ENVX. We lost. We bought the ENVX again. We won. Big. And then we decided, hey, we're up big. Let's hold on to a couple hundred shares overnight if it stays above multi-day VWAP. And by the way, it stayed above the multi-day VWAP, 1014. So I held it overnight. I walked in. Oh, great. They're selling off. I sold them basically at 1005. I lost $30 on the overnight. Even when the stock rallies into the close, and you're thinking, hey, this is coming off 52-week lows. We're rallying into the close. This looks good. The market's looking strong. Let me hold it overnight. You still lose. So get one thing at a time. Become a good trader. And then from there, I could teach you everything else there is to know. You want to swing trade? I'll show you the best time to swing trade. And it's still not a great idea. And as far as investing is concerned, who's investing anymore? The market stinks. You want to invest? I got 3 letters for you. QQQ. I'll see you in 4.5 years. You'll outperform 95% of people in the market. Hedge fund managers, MBAs, analysts. You buy the Qs 4.5 years from now, you'll probably be in better shape than most people because it's the greatest thing ever. The top 100 stocks in the NASDAQ, you know about the Qs. But if you want to trade, you trade algorithmically using volume weighted average price and price alone. Because price pays, price doesn't lie, math can't lie. And here you are. This ain't about what you think you know about companies. We've proved that doesn't work. How's the NNOX working out for us? Because that story made a whole lot of sense to me. Hey, Johnson & Johnson's getting involved in this. Hey, I don't like going into those MRI machines. Well, then again, I don't really care. They blast the Led Zeppelin. I don't mind being in a bowl and the claustrophobia. I don't have claustrophobia. But some people do, and my daughter freaked out. My wife hates it. My mother-in-law hates it. So they have this open MRI machine. And Johnson & Johnson says, hey, that's pretty good. We'll buy 6% stake in the company. And that's the ticket to riches. And the stock's gone down for the last 8 months. And it's back to levels that I never thought I would see in my lifetime again. NNOX. Right? We picked it right off the 3-year chart. We were kicking ass. We were counting our chickens after. I mean, after that news came out, I would have told Jimmy, this is one of those, Jimmy. See, I thought it was going to at least $27.50, and if it would have broke $27.50, I was looking at this thing as a $40 stock. It's at $6 now, Jimmy, and going lower. You're going to get some trades wrong. And it's usually because of the story. The story is every stock is worthless. That's your new default. You want to hang with me? No fear of missing out. Every stock is worthless. You're a trader. And that's your priorities. So get to my website. Let me show you what the hell to do. Put up a couple of grand. I'll fund your account. Take my trades, and I'll pay you for it. And it's funny how everyone's afraid. There's nothing to be afraid about. No one's coming to your house to punch you in the face. I mean, you got to wear a shock collar when I trade with me. When you trade with me, where's my shock collars? Yeah, I mean, it's if you're about to put a trade on and it has nothing to do with a VWAP reversal or something that's in the news around VWAP or a range break, you just get a gentle shock on the neck. And the next thing you know, when you come out of your little mini coma, you're fired. Just trade what I tell you to do. I don't need you to think. You could once you're in the trade, the only thing you're thinking about is where do I place the stops and where do we think it's going, and adjust your stops once you start making money. And don't ever get out at one price. And LW is the greatest short of all time, right? No, is it crashing? Ladies and gentlemen, right? How do you make money in the market, right? Look, where did I say the stock was going to go, right? That was right around where? At 99.80. And this was one of those. I don't know if it's going down or not. I just know what I see. And I know what typically happens. Stop right there, right? Okay, cool. What's LW? I don't know. Nor do I care. Why am I watching it? They reported earnings. Oh, they did? Great. What do they make? I don't care. They reported earnings. The stock's up. Okay. What am I looking to do? I'm looking to short it. Why? Because that's what I do. I short stocks that are up on earnings because usually profit takers come along and sell the stock. So I short them. And when's the best time to short a stock that reported earnings that's gapped up? VWAP break. Wham. Where do stocks go? They retrace back to levels where they came from. Boom. Bam. You want to make a living or you want to make a living or you want to you go buy some gold, right? Get crushed for 3 months. Or you hung with me and you laughed in the face of the internet and you said, look at the internet all thinking gold's going higher. I'm going to go with the bald guy that seems to know what he's talking about. I'm going to short gold while everyone's telling me to buy gold. And look what we did to gold. The worst 7 months. Sorry, is it 7 months? What was it? 7 weeks? I don't remember. Oh, sorry. It's been on its longest losing streak in 7 years. 7 years. How does that make you feel? And everybody knows how how excited I was about that gold short, because I love to be on the other side of people's trades because most people don't know what they're doing. That's right. And that's why I think if I could get my social media presence up to the point where it's respectable, right? I'm a fart in the wind on the internet now, which is bullshit. But there's a reason for it. They keep me down because I speak the truth. Nobody wants to hear the truth. Nobody wants to hear how disgusting. By the way, everybody says the same thing about Wall Street. It's true. All of it. Manipulation, fraud, smoke and mirrors, completely detached from reality. All of that's true. Once you truly embrace it, you'll start to see the market. Whether you're jaded or cynical or untrustworthy or conspiracy theory driven, be that person, especially towards the market and this industry. Nobody's trying to help you. The headlines are there to kill you. Goldman Sachs is not here to help you. CNBC is not here to help you. Help yourself by learning what the hell you're doing. And you'll never forget it. Once you see it, you'll get it. And you'll say, oh, now I see why Kenny thinks every stock is worthless. Because they are. I could name you 150 stocks right now that stink before you. I can name 5 that are still trending higher over the last 3 years. I can name one good stock, Chevron. And even that's getting slammed lately, right? Chevron, SVX. Anyway, you get the idea. Yeah, like space. I mean, normally a father would be very concerned about his son dropping, changing his major from, he totally went in with accounting, business, and finance until he started taking tests and realized how awful trying to get through an accounting major is. You better love that stuff. And he immediately didn't love it. And then I reminded him, I'm like, I just learned everything I've learned from getting my ass kicked over the first 7 years of trying. He's like, I didn't go to school for this. School clouds your mind with worthless fundamental analysis and worthless macroeconomics. None of that plays out in the market now. None of it. Because what's going to happen is if we do sell off, listen to Tom Lee from Fundstrat. He knows. It doesn't matter because if the market sells off enough, it's going to have a snapback rally. That snapback rally causes the shorts to start to cover. The longs say, hey, we better start buying here. Then the shorts say, oh, no, we're not going down. They start to cover. That becomes a new rally. Then the wall of worry. And next thing you know, the market starts going parabolic to the upside while you're still sitting there going, hey, isn't everything terrible? And then it's 3 weeks later and we've rallied for 3 weeks and you've been sitting there dumbfounded. If the market goes down the next couple of weeks, chances are it's going to go up even more in November and December. And you got to prepare for that. You have to expect that. But again, there's expectations, and then there's what we actually do. So the way to navigate it the best is be in cash. Be in cash right now. You don't have to be exposed to risk. You be in cash. You play with the market. You play it like the video game that it is. You have no affinity for it, no love, no enthusiasm to be part of something. Ew, I want to be an owner. No, you don't. Because the CEO doesn't give a shit about you. They're trying to make money for themselves. That's why IPOs stink. How's that IPO market working out for everybody, right? IPOs are their opportunity to dump their shitty stock onto you. And the investment bankers are complicit by hyping it up. Coinbase is never going to go to 400 a share, people. Ever. Maybe 100 years from now, if they're still around. I mean, they hyped you into believing this was a $400 stock. That's the crime. Oh, it's Biden's fault. No, it's the investment banking company's fault. You've been duped. If you're going to point fingers with misguided criticism, point the finger at the right people. Ain't about who the hell the president is controlling what happens in the stock market, please. Yeah, watch the China hustle. Open up your eyes to the thought of how much corruption really is going on. Watch the China hustle. Watch it right now, as a matter of fact, because this day stinks, right? We're just slowly bleeding to death. There's not much to do. Stay short the cues. What can you do? Until UVXY is back under 1750, we're still going to be in this downtrend. UVXY over 18 now, people. Death is in the air. There are flies on the windscreen tonight. Yeah, if you want to watch the China Hustle, I'll give you a little tip right here. You ready? You guys ready? You ready? Oh yeah, speaking of my son, yeah, he's a sports management and with a minor in now data analytics business. So basically, he could get a job working for DraftKings or being a gym teacher. I don't even know what that major is. I don't really care because I just want him to get out of that school and go get a job. Because I'm trying to get him an internship at Bloomberg right now. He gets into Bloomberg, his life is then set. Because you work at Bloomberg, you meet basically everyone there is to know in the entire industry. So I'm trying to get him into Bloomberg right now. And that would be awesome. China Hustle, primewire.mx. I do not condone what I'm about to say. These websites are doing something that the movie people, I believe, don't want you to do. It's a streaming website. It's free. And I think it's out of Mexico or something. I don't know. It used to be called Let Me Watch This out of China. And they just keep changing the name of the website. But go to primewire.mx, right? Primewire. And I'm surprised. We're going on like 4 years with PrimeWire. Usually by now they get shut down. And they just changed it. Primewire.mx, right? You go there and type in whatever you want to watch. It's on there, except for Rocky IV, the director's cut. Anything on Paramount, you haven't watched the Yellowstones or the prequels and the sequels to Yellowstone, they're all on there. You like Picard? I like Picard. Engage. You like Picard? If you haven't seen Picard, watch it. If you're a Star Trek fan, every Star Trek episode ever made is on PrimeWire. Every movie. You want to watch Barbie? It's on there. I just watched Oppenheimer on there. I'm going to watch Dumb Money soon. I'm assuming it'll be on there in a couple of days. Let's see if it's up there yet. Anybody see Dumb Money yet? That's got to be a good movie. No, it's just a cam version. That's when they just hold the camera and they watch it. They're awful. Yeah, but those 343s, what I've been saying is, if you bought the dip, I'm selling. I sold 2 contracts at 125 just because I could say I can. Because I can. I'd rather be. Again, I'm looking for the market to try to put up a fight today, and then beat the shit out of it tomorrow with a no bid freak out. UVXY is at $20 and everybody's losing their freaking minds. Yeah, right now you want to stay short. But remember, because we're trading options that are only 9 days away and 11 points, 12 points out of the money, they're going to disintegrate faster. I just liked it because of symmetry. If you know anything about me, 43 that number's been following me around my whole life. It's Friday the 13th, a 343 put at $1. And that was what I kind of had like this premonition. And I was like, all right, let's see how much the 343s are for a week and a half out. I'm like, all right, I'll buy them at $1. But I'd rather be doing what we're doing now is you're in the money puts, right? I'm not in them right now. I wish I were. I took the fast cash on it. The 358s, you're loving life right now. So, again, if you didn't see what I just did, you can take the option contract itself and put it on the VWAP chart. So if you have Thinkorswim, drop down menu here, loquatus. The line must be drawn here. If you're trading options that are in the money that are expiring today, they trade as if it's the stock. So then you could take the option itself and throw it on the chart, I like it because now I don't have to watch the stock. I could just watch the option. So I know. So let's say if you're in these 358s for today, obviously I bought them here to, 96. I sold some at $1.12, $1.20. $1.40, and then the rest at $1.20. I'm out. But it wasn't bad. You know, you made your 3-4 hunch. I should have got back in, but I never did. I had a chance to get back in. I never did. And now they're here. So now that they broke out from basically 226, you got a little blip right there. Your stops will basically be 240, 226, and 181. Easy for me to say if I was in from $1, that's where I would be in. So that's what I dig about trading at the money options, because you could chart them like they're the stock. And by the way, speaking of YouTube presence and all that stuff, can somebody show me how to set the OBS so I can do two things at once? Because right now the OBS goes to you guys. I'm assuming, and if I could think it must exist, that you could just enter another stream key. I click a button, and then I could broadcast this to the YouTube. So finally they could see my dumb face and my charts, which I've been saying for the last 6 years I was going to figure out. I'm right there. I got it all set up. Look at this, guys. I even have a tripod now. Look at me. Tripod. I'm doing a panoramic shot now with my TikTok. And by the way, and here's another thing. I don't know if you know this or not. If you want to see my charts, I have a website called hitthebid.com. Oh, really? Yes. You just come here. You see my charts. Hey, by the way, we just pivoted on the Qs. So now I'm thinking you might have to start getting stopped out. We just pivoted right there. You see where it just tried to sell off and it came right back? That's a pivot right there. We should be going higher any second now. Let's see if it turns out. And if we don't go higher right now, this market's going to be trapped in this lower range. But right there was you see that little hiccup? Tried to sell off, and there was a bid waiting. Let's see what happens. Next 5 minutes should tell us a lot. And I want to tell you right now, if anybody's thinking this, you should be. When did we short UVXY again? Great question. Soon. But right now, let's see if this 3-candle pivot, because I could smell it. I could smell it coming out of that bottom range. You see? Now we need UVXY to confirm our little bullishness. I'd like to see UVXY dip 1520 right here. Get over to 356 on the Qs. And then you're looking for it to retrace to where it broke down from, which is only 30 cents away. So if you can get to the 356.30, then you look for it to get back to the 356.75. And then so forth and so forth and so on. Or none of that happens and we just sit here looking at each other. That also tends to happen. And then you put on some Tom Petty again. The waiting is the hardest part. So anyway, open house tonight at the website. I think I got the house to myself tonight. Oh, by the way, speaking of house to myself, next September, my wife's going away to Portugal for a week, party in my house. So I'll give you the dates. I'm not even joking. Let's have a freaking blowout like my parents are away. We'll get a tent in the back. It'll be sick. Well, everybody crashes at the house. Well, I'll throw you all in the basement. You can't come upstairs. Party my house. She's like, do you think I should go to Portugal for a week? They go every year on this food and wine tour. I'm like, sure, you should go. She's like, why are you so enthusiastic about me going? I'm like, because I think you should have a great time, honey. You said you wanted to go the last couple of years. Don't miss it this time. She said, but what if we want to go away that summer? Can we go on both trips? We sure can. Yeah. Oh, my foodie friends. Oh, they love it. They went to Spain and then they went to Portugal. Just a bread, wine, and food tour. Yeah, you'll go down where I hoard all my stuff down in the basement. All right, this market stinks. We're coming out of this bottom range. We're going to sit here looking at each other. There might be some bodies down there. No, we ain't coming out. That little peak was nothing. But we haven't broke down, so give it another 15, 20. Nice. You got out at 153? You got 153 for the 343s? I didn't even see it spike that to that. I saw 136. It got to 153 today. Damn. I would have sold one contract at 153. I think you're in a different contract. I think I didn't see them over 135. Maybe I'm wrong. 343s for next Friday for 150. Maybe you're out an extra couple of days than us. The Friday the 13th, 343s. By the way, wouldn't it be great if we crashed on Friday the 13th? That'd be sick. Sick. Yeah, you must be in a different contract. Yeah. Yeah, they were up to 135. I sold one at 125. Yeah. You must be in a different or maybe yesterday. You're talking about yesterday, 153? Yeah, we're just getting freaking just chopped around. And listen, days in hand, I lost on the VFS. I made my money back on the VSS and some. I had the Q puts and the Q short, and that's it. I haven't done anything since. I was looking for Sava to hang in there, but the stock just there's no bid. I was looking at CART 2750, popped and dropped. I get the sense this market's waiting to be put out of its misery. And look where UVXY is, high of the day. You're generally not getting a rally with UVXY up 4 out of 5 days. Yeah, I'm extremely, extremely bearish, more than usual. But I'll give you full disclosure. When I get this bearish, I tend to be wrong. And I'm just telling you like it is. When I get extremely bearish, it's usually near the end of a move, like everybody else gets fooled. I don't think I'm going to be wrong, but I'm ready to be wrong. I'm ready to be wrong. Give me a reason to believe I'm wrong. By the way, Rivian's under 19 now. Woo. Did I tell you the Rivian story, everybody? Let me tell you that one more time. For Jimmy, this one's going out to Jimmy. See, Jimmy, a couple of weeks ago, 2 months ago, now starting April, going back to when I got smoked off the line, I'll give you the whole story, Jimmy. By the way, Q's, you're hanging in there, Jimmy. You're hanging in there right now. So going back to the Rivian, another worthless, absolutely destruction of wealth, They duped you into believing that this was going to be the next big EV. They hyped it up. They paid off who they needed to pay off. The investment bankers all got paid. The market makers got paid. Everybody got paid except the investors. They got duped. I mean, at least you had 5 days where this thing really ripped. So, I mean, it did go up 70 points, just like every other IPO that pops and then eventually drops. But you got smoked, right? And then it got down to a level where I was like, hey, I read about the Amazon contract, and where did I buy it? In the 30s once. So I bought it. Oh yeah, I bought it right in here at $40, and it starts to rally. And then they had some problems with the steering, so I was like, oh no. I immediately sold it. But I still like the story that I think Amazon would inevitably buy this whole company, or Ford, or a combination of both. And then we went into the bear market, and this thing just kept bleeding to death. And then it just became a technical trade for me. Then it became just an ass crack breakout. And in April, I bought the first move off coming out of this low, and I was rocking, and then it rolled over and died. And right there, I vowed never to buy stocks ever again. I was so pissed off because I was up nice, and I gave it all back, Jerry all back, and then some. And I was like, fuck, I hate owning stocks. But then a couple of weeks later, it broke out of a quadruple ass crack break like the Qs are doing right now. See, I could smell it coming. The QQQ long. See, I could smell it. But so right here, I decided, you know what? The market looks like it's about to go parabolic. I knew I made a mistake over here. I sucked it up, Buttercup, and I was like, you know what? I got to buy this thing back. And that's when I started buying everything back, right around, what was it, May 11th, 24th? Wait, we broke out of here, right? Where's that May 11th area? Oh, no, this is where I thought I was going to make money. Here's where I got stopped out of the rest. Here's where I bought it back. Yeah, May 31st, I bought it back. And I was very unhappy for a while still, but then it broke out. By the way, Q's long. There you go. So then, this is when I started talking about my imaginary hedge fund. I had 19 positions on because that was the time to have 19 positions on. The market was ripping, and it was ripping on no news. It was ripping because everybody wanted in, just like the Qs right now. Everybody wants in. You just join in. It was a frenzy. And the joke was I legitimately had my dog walk across the keyboard, and then whatever letters popped up, I bought them, and it went up. We were buying stocks because of the symbol, AAOI. We bought it because, well, I knew a little bit about the company, but it was coming out of the range. But we bought AAOI at 287 because of the symbol. Because AI was going crazy. I was like, hey, this stock has 2 A's and an I. You're getting 2 for 1. An AA, an O, and an I. How could we go wrong? And look what the stock did. Granted, I sold it at 6 and change, and then it went to freaking 16, which is nuts. And, we had CDLX coming out of the same pattern, crushed it on this stock from 4 and change up to 8 and 11. I didn't want to hold it into the earnings, got to 20. So back to this Rivian and back to the Jimmy story. I'm loving Rivian. I'm buying pullbacks, I'm making money. I'm buying pullbacks, I'm making money. I'm selling puts, I'm collecting premium. Everything's rocking. I got a 600 horsepower Challenger with the shaker package and the whole thing and the Hemi. Up comes this Rivian next to me. I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. By the time I even accepted his challenge, he was 3 blocks away. I was like, oh, damn. That truck's pretty fast. And that kind of made me want to buy the stock. And then the Amazon deal. So I bought the stock. We made some money. Right? So here I am talking about how I love this stock to get to $34. And I still think it could get up there, right? But now I hate the stock. You follow me, Jimmy? This is how you trade. You like an idea, it's working, but then situations change. And what situation changed here on Rivian? I read another article that they lose $88,000 every time they make a truck. Whoa. I don't want to be involved. I immediately sold it. And then 2 days later, they're doing an offering and the stock's getting pummeled and I'm not in it. Jimmy, this never happens. See, so here's where the man who loved Rivian at 15 now told you to sell when it was up at 25. And then 3 or 4 days ago, I said, I don't want to be involved in this stock at all. And I put out my sell recommendation, the man who. So the man who loved this stock, who thought it was going to 34, now thinks it's going to 0. So Jimmy, if you're out there, see, this is one of those situations. So the man who got you in and also got you out with 100% profit on some of it, especially those options for 400% that week, is now saying he doesn't like it. So now if Jimmy's out there listening and he says, well, fuck it. This guy said it's going to $34.80. I'm not selling it, even though he's telling me to sell it. Who's the trade on now, Jimmy? Who's the trade on? The trade is on you now, Jimmy. The trade is on you. All anybody in this industry can do is try to do their best. Nobody's perfect. No one's even near perfect. Anyone with half a soul, all we're trying to do is do our best to help people, right? You want to believe that, right? Some people are out for themselves, obviously. Some people don't give a shit about you. They pretend to, right? But if what you're in, let's say, if this is what you're here for some guidance, and the guy that guided you in is telling you now it's time to get out, and you decide not to take the advice because now it's on you that you suddenly believe. Remember, now the trade is on you. It's on you now. And don't forget that, Jimmy. Because what Jimmy did to me over the last 7 or 8 years, and again, he's not doing it as much. Jimmy would post stuff about this one trade from 2018. The guy's still upset about one trade from 2018. One trade from 2018. Jimmy doesn't qualify as a trader. Jimmy is an investor. If you need the market to go up to make money, you are not a trader. You are an investor. An investor. So my point with this Rivian is that when I sell something, it usually goes up. That's how bad Rivian is right now. That's my point. And if Jimmy's out there, remember, Jimmy, every stock has an end game or a shelf life. All stocks stink. You're not going to find the next Google. You're not. And when you get that email today about the man who bought the Google now wants you to buy this because this is going to be the next Google. If you get an email tonight, and you will, let's see if I got any man who emails today. Oh, I got them. Let's see how many man who emails. Let's see how many down. All right, Ring Central, NFL Preview, Hotels.com, Trading Ideas. Get rich with these Silicon Valley trades. Anytime this says get rich in the email, erase it. Most investors haven't seen the blah. The dividends are going to get worse. Oh, my God. Shocking footage. Biden does this. Trump does that. New concert at the Grand Hyatt Place. Biden will kill you. Biden's going to kill you. Biden bucks is going to replace regular money. Someone still thinks that AI stocks are great. Oh, you guys get the email about how SBC Bank collapsed last week, and here's the next bank. I'm like, Do you know the headline to your email is 9 months old? I mean, at least get it right. No man who's. No man who's. Did Biden just sign the death warrant? Really? No, I'm in 30 deep. No, oh, the Bank of America one. Bank of America is secretly telling their clients that they're going out of business. If you haven't got that email, that's been going on for about a year. I called Bank of America. They don't know anything about it going out of business. Or maybe they are going out of business. Who knows? The man who, the man who, the man who. Oh, no man who's. Okay, I must have erased them all. Surprising. But the next time you get the man who email and it's not a picture of me, don't trust them. I'm the man who. Whatever they're telling you that they're the man who, I'm the man who. I'm the man who did everything. And by the way, you want to know how you become the man who? You ready, Sofa King? I taught you this trick, right? Watch this. Watch this. Ready? Okay, do it with me, everybody. I'm in. I just bought Sava, SAVA, at $18.16. I'm in. One share. I'm in. $18.16. So now I'm going to try to sell it. You know what? Doesn't matter where I sell it. All right. So now I just lost 0.03 cents on the trade. But now I'm the man who traded Sava on October 5th, 2023. So now I'm going to tell you this. I think Sava might get bought out at $120 a share. And it's at 18 bucks. I'm just making this shit up, right? But if some reason Sava, which I know nothing about, Casa Vava Sciences Incorporated, I know the stocks have been in a downtrend for a year and I'm kind of looking for a bottom here. But that's another story for another day. SAVA. I mean, it actually does look good down here at 18 bucks. If you guys know Sava, stock's been a pump and dump for the last 5 years. And now it's just been a really nasty downtrend. It just came out of the downtrend 3 days ago. That's why I'm looking at it. That's not the point of this story. Now that I bought Sava and I mentioned it, it's officially my trade. So 3 years from now, when you see it get bought out, I could now say I'm the man who bought it on October 5th, 2023. Oh, I'm not going to elaborate on the story. I'm just the man who bought it on October 5th, 2023. Oh, I don't own it anymore, nor have I owned it since that day, but I am the man who bought it in 2023, and I said it's probably going to get taken over. Voila. Welcome to being a guru. And here's another way of doing it. Ready? I want you to buy 78 stocks right now. Any 78 trades, right? Buy 78 individual stocks. Doesn't matter what they are, just buy them. When one or two of them out of the 78 that you own start to do something extraordinary, flood the internet about how smart you are and how awesome you are about those two ideas. Welcome to the world of the being of a guru. Or you hang with me and you live based in reality, where you understand nobody knows shit and you try your best to navigate the market on a daily basis. And every once in a while, you become a swinger or / an investor. And that time is not now. This is a trading market. And we're preparing for earnings season. And wait till you see how these VWAP trades work during earnings season. You saw the McKesson yesterday. And if I call it McKesson one more time, just freaking kill me. MKC, McCormick, or whatever it was, right? Annihilated this trade yesterday. And you could have done the same thing today. There's so much opportunity once you understand what you're doing. And then everything will start to fall away and you will live, as the kids say, your best life. My name's Kenny Glick. I know what I'm doing. Join the train. I'll be doing what works for the rest of my life. Follow me and succeed, or don't and fall. All right, good luck. I'll see you guys tonight. Email me. The website is running 3 scanners. And if you don't know, I am Scan Man. So if you're looking for a scanner, I have the scanner. If you're looking for scanners, I've got the scanner that the other scanners scan. So nobody can scan anything better than a scan man can. You're looking for a scanner, I got a scanner, and it's free. Because if you know where to look, every scanner's free. And if somebody says they got a scanner that's going to tell the future, they're lying. Anybody knows that a scan of a stock that's going to dip and rip, they don't know. Nobody knows anything. There aren't scanners that do that. And most scanners just give you way too much information. You got to keep it simple. Stay focused, keep it simple. That's why earnings reversals around VWAP and being able to smell the market, you like that, right? How I knew the Qs were about to go up any moment, right? And again, where'd they go? They went to the price that I said they were going to go to. See, that's knowing. Because you know, hey, I can buy the Qs at 355.85, and my clearly defined risk is the 3 prints from down there. And hey, I could buy him at 85. If I'm wrong, there's where I'm losing my money. But if I'm right, I've got unlimited upside. Because who knows? This could be the beginning of a rally that lasts all the way to December. You don't know where the rally is going to start. That's why you buy it and you find out. Right? You were nervous there for about a minute and a half when it pulled back 20 cents. And then it went up. And that's a day's pay, if not more. So now you're looking, hey, if this consolidates right here, the next leg up is the 356.75. If 356.75, then 357.16. If 357.16, then you're going 357.76. And you just work the order. And by the way, if you know what we're talking about on this rig trade, you're freaking loving rig today. I know we bought more the other day, but I bought more yesterday. I'm going down with the ship on rig. Anything above 685, I'm buying every dip. And if I get blown out of it, so what? I am fighting for my life on this trade. But I was actually hoping it didn't break 750 today, because we could have bought some 750s for a penny tomorrow. And if the stock would have popped 10 cents, it's 10 times your money. We'll talk more about that later tonight. My email is kennyglick@AOL.com. I am the greatest trader on earth. Follow me or fall. All right? I'll see you guys tonight. We'll talk more about I'm going to do a Black Friday special. Guys, lock in. Lock in. I'm only 50. How old am I? I was born in 71. How old am I now? I'm 52? Oh, no. I can't do math. Wait, I was born in 71. How old am I? 71, November 71. So what year is this? 2023? I'm going to be 52. Ooh. The other day, I actually was telling people I was 52. I don't even know how old I am anymore. I'll tell you what. My back feels like I'm 107. Those 2 shots I took in the back didn't do anything. Somebody put a freak. I got to get another one. Because, man, I got bulging discs, which sounds kind of sexual, too. I wish I had some bulging discs. What? How about those Qs right now? But I don't know. I'm going to get the heavy-duty shot, the long needle. Shove it right into my spine. Because whatever they did, didn't work. 2 pickleball games in, I'm freaking sitting there seizing up almost. It's unbelievable how bad this is getting. And I shouldn't be in this much pain. It sucks. But right now, if you're long the Qs, let's go, people. I'll stay on for a little bit longer. Let's see if we get the 356.91. 356.91, he said. Why 356.91, he says. Let me make sure I'm right. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. It's 356.75. Because that's the price we broke down from at around 10:30 this morning. And usually we retrace back to prices where we broke down from. CCJ, I saw you mentioned that before. What is that? Is that It's the ETF, isn't it? Oh no, I have no idea what that is. Oh right, uranium. Yeah, right. It is. Now I remember. Yeah, I knew the symbol. I thought it was lithium. So before I go sail away, anybody have any last questions? Anyone? Anyone? Email me. We'll send you a link. Come on, Q's. Top bunk at the house party. I give you the leather couch down in the basement. I'm going to set up a big tent outside with cots. We'll all just crash outside in the nitrous tent. VIP's inside. It'll be late September, so it might be nice enough. We'll all just crash outside. We'll set up some tents. I'll get my DJ friends from Europe. We'll have a nice barbecue, and then we'll have a siesta. We'll all take a nap. Come out of the siesta. We'll have a band there, and then once the band's done and the lights go down, the bonfire starts, and here comes the DJ. And then we dance till 3 o'clock in the morning. And when the cops come at 11 o'clock to shut us down, we say, "Are you serious? We're over 50. Get out of here. This is not some kids' party. Beat it." They shut every party my kids used to go to, they would shut it down like 10:30. We've never had a rager at my house with the kids all involved because I never wanted to be responsible for drunk kids running around the streets. I've always wondered if it's just adults having a party in their backyard and they're playing some music loudly, would the cops still show up? Well, we'll find out in September. Well, the thing is, I'll invite all my neighbors to the party, so we'll all be partying together. My neighbor to the right is awesome. I'm not too sure about these two over here, but they're nice enough people. Got some cool people across the street. Oh, when I know I'm going out, I try to force a nap. Get a quick 4:20 to 5. And I don't even know if I actually just use this binormal. I'm a binormal person. By oh my God. I'm never gonna get the word out of my brain. Anyway, it's this you get frequencies. There's apps and on Spotify. Wong, and there's like a frequency, and you find the frequency that gels with your brain, and it really just puts you into oh yeah, what, the cues? Yeah. Just sold off, you just wasted 40 minutes of your life. Yeah. It's a choppy, disgusting market. Where's the list I look at? Can you see my screen? You want to see what I look at every day? Check this out. Oh, you can't see that. I got to move it. So here, I look at this. I'm looking at about 9 of these. This diversifies what I need to be looking at. What's in play, stocks in the news, biotechs. Just from a glance, I could see where I want to focus my attention. But usually it's I got this volume scanner and the big block scanner. Avert your eyes. You're seeing way too much. The big block scanner, you look for the size. You look for institutional people buying crazy stuff. Like when I see, 10,000 contracts being bought on the QQQ, that interests me. And I go look at the date, see what's going on. And then if you see big blocks of the stock getting, so it's just a matter of, I know what exactly to focus on after doing this my whole life. That's kind of why I'm the best. But you're never going to be as good as I am because it takes a long time and a lot of getting your ass kicked. But keeping it simple is the name of the game. All this stuff is basically all you need. That's why when I'm talking about scanners, I work for a company called Trade Scan, not the Trade Ideas. There was Trade Scan. I don't know if they're publicly traded, and again, if I was going to sell something, I wanted to use it. And I tried to use it, and I would put in the most strict parameters. I want stocks that are this price, under the VWAP, that are breaking at 9:45 to 10 o'clock. And I don't know, it just kept spitting out too many ideas. There was so much data going by, and it was overkill. And I was like, you know what? I don't need this, especially at $600 a month they charged you for the scanner. That was your basic rudimentary scanner. If you wanted to add things, it was like almost $1,000 a month for a scanner. Give me the $1,000 a month. I'll be your scanner. Because I know exactly what to scan, because I am Scan Man. You got yourself high-low ticker volume scanner and a block trade scanner, and you're watching the market, and you've got a focus list, you're good. You're good. There's not much more you need. Here, so you want to go learn how to trade? Here, watch. You pick one right off here. What's ANAB? I don't know. It's got low volume and it's awful. But there's something going on, right? There's volume coming in. You look at the chart. All right. Obviously, I'm not interested in buying it because it's already gone from 1815 to 1977. Decision's already made. Not interested. But I could keep an eye on it now. Let's see it pull back. Let's say it pulls back to $19 later and starts to form a range with a little bit more volume. You can make it more of an informed decision. And that's how I decide. So right there, right off the scanner, just there's a volume burst and a new high burst. And then I see it's got 29,000 shares on it. It's already up 2 points in the last 24 hours. I'm not interested. Moving on. And then you go back and you could sit here all day and just do that. And that's what's great about earnings season is that in earnings season, my best trades happen. And the best trades happen around earnings reports. So every morning, you're going to go see who reported, and that's going to be your watch list. You'll have your go-to names if nothing else is going on, but you'll always have companies reporting, like McCormick. You see that? Like McCormick yesterday. It was the only choice. The other day, we only had FedEx. The other day, we only had, that one Delta Airlines started it all off, and it reversed that day. Then you had JP Morgan. Then you had Goldman Sachs. And then you had, we had some fun with Costco. And then we had some fun with PayX. The ones that I find tend to reverse. All right? All right. All right? Sarai. All right? I'm going to go eat something. Could have done a lot better today if I would have held some of those puts. I'm a little disappointed, but I'm always a little disappointed. But I'm not disappointed because every day I feel like I'm enriching your lives with my presence. Sounds arrogant, right? But it's true. I'm hoping that I'm changing the way you're looking at the game. I'm hoping that I'm helping you. That keeps my energy level up. That keeps me focused. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Let everybody else claim to know what they're doing. We do. We do know what we're doing. All right? If you want to know more, just email me. Everyone's entitled to a couple of weeks stay. You can come chill with us, see what it's all about. It is VIP. I don't give away anything cheaply after the first couple of weeks, but some of my guys have been with me for 5 or 7 years. They're getting the money's worth. So what I was saying earlier, I'll be 52. I ain't going anywhere. I love this stuff. This doesn't take that much energy for me to walk from my bedroom and sit down here and start looking at the market. I probably will do this till my head explodes. And I actually think my head will explode. And I kind of hope I go out like that, like Scanners. And my head just fucking explodes. That'd be awesome. I don't need to be getting sick. I mean, I can't imagine how bad my back's going to be 10 years from now. I don't need to deal with that stuff. One day I'll just be like, man, this fucking VWAP. Oh, man, I don't know what happened. He screamed something about VWAP break and his head exploded. Holy shit. Did we get that on YouTube? Man's head explodes as explaining a VWAP trade today on YouTube. You ever see Scanners? You know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not allowed in tonight. Scanners? No? Because this is what I think about all scanners right here. Scanners. It's the best. That movie scared me to no end when I was a kid. That was one of the first movies. We used to steal HBO. We used to put an antenna on your roof and you'd bring a wire down through the window and you'd be able to steal HBO. I saw the Beastmaster, Aliens, Commando, and Scanners probably 1,000 times. I've never watched any movie more than Commando. I've seen Commando maybe 25,000 times. I know every line. By the way, the cues! You like how you stuck it in this trade, right? You haven't got stopped out of the long trade since you put it on. It got a little sketchy there for a second, but you're in a mini uptrend right now. Hitthebid.com, Kenny Glick at AOL.com. It's a think piece. Kenny Glick at AOL.com. That's right. Same email from 1999, baby. How about those cues? By the way, if you notice, I'm not looking at any charts. Hey, what the hell's going on here? I don't even know if this is working. Is this working? See, I can't even see you. There you go. Who's long the cues right now, right? See? You make yourself $300-400 now. That's $300-400 now you can bet against the Jets because you know Denver's winning. Denver stinks, do they? And the Jets are a good team? Take Denver. And when the Jets are up 14, triple your bet. If the Jets are up 14-3 at half, bet Denver in the second half. Who cares? You'll win the money back next week. Jets are winning 4 games this year. Maybe. This is one of those weeks. They might beat Denver. They might beat the Raiders. I don't see them really beating anybody else. So you might have 2 losses right here. They're not beating Miami. They're not going to beat New England. They're probably going to lose to the Giants because that's how pathetic this whole freaking New York football franchises are. How about those cues? I don't need charts. I know where they're going. 357.50. How you doing? See, we all got that trade together. You see how it morphed into a good trade because you took a shot at 85, willing to risk the 60 cents, willing to risk the 60 cents for a VWAP retrace. You see how trades find us? It's not the other way around. Oh, but Kenny, I sold out. Did you? Why? You were still in the uptrend the whole time. Oh, it got too choppy for me. Why? You only trade price. Oh, but I'm scared. Scared money makes no money, Holmes. You better diversify your bonds. Now, if you're sitting here and you're not impressed with this long trade on the QQQ, you should be. I gave it to you $1.10 ago with targets. Oh, I'll get you a toe. I'll get you a toe tonight with nail polish. You want a toe? Get you a toe. And if you don't know what movie that is, we're really not going to be friends. I'll get you a toe right now. By the way, I want to introduce everybody on YouTube to Pascal de Groot, my first fan, first person that ever contacted me through YouTube from 2007. He has the original hot off the press Suck My NASDAQ t-shirt. Cost me $80 to ship it to the guy. That's how nice of a fella I am. I was like, where the hell do you live? I went to the post office. I was like, yeah, I'd like to send this package. Here, this is $80. $80? What do you live in? You live in the freaking Ozarks of Belgium, right? Somewhere. I had to sign a waiver just to send some t-shirts overseas. All right, if you didn't sell any QQQ yet, take the money. All right, at least that worked while we were sitting here. All right, I'll see you guys today. I'm really going this time. It's noon. Follow me. If you haven't liked or subscribed to these videos, please do so. How about that selling the cues up there? At Hit the Bid Radio. At Hit the Bid Radio on YouTube. At Hit the Bid Radio on the Twitter. At Hit the Bid Radio on StockTwits. At Hit the Bid Radio on the Twitter, on the TikTok. So let's make a TikTok video while we're sitting here. Let's go. 15 seconds. 15 seconds in a dream, baby. Hey, what's up? It's me again. It's 12 o'clock. Our day is done. We've had 8 winning trades out of 9 ideas. That's a great track record. But again, the track record's bullshit. It's the bottom line. I'll give you 1 trade a day and you'll make money. Kenny Glick, follow me. Hey, what's up? It's me again. It's 12 o'clock. Our day is done. We've had 8 winning trades out of 9 ideas. That's a great track record. But again, the track record's bullshit. It's the bottom line. I'll give you 1 trade a day and you'll make money. Kenny Glick. Yep, I missed it. Should I let it go? Try it again. I like having to try to keep. I go from making 35 hour. I made a 4.5 hour video yesterday. Now I'm trying to make 15-second videos. It's gonna take a lot for me to get used to 15 seconds. I like taking the first take. Should I let it go? How about that QQQ trade? Just gave it all back. By the way, that's how you tell you're in a bear market. What takes an hour to do gets annihilated in 3 minutes. Bear market. Hey, what's up? It's me again. It's 12 o'clock. Our day is done. We've had 8 winning trades out of 9. This shirt is just so. It's just. I look like a slob wearing this shirt. But let me just. Should I get another shirt? Should I care what I look like? I never did care what I looked like in the first place, so I'll just not care. Ooh, I could do laser eyes. Let's do that. Oh, shit. Lasers. Freaking lasers, man. I wouldn't believe how well we did trading. So you should just show up to the website so you can see it for yourself. Because most people are full of shit. Come and experience what I do. You'll see it. I'm not full of shit. Kenny Glick, follow me. Freaking lasers, man. I wouldn't believe how well we did trading. So you should just show up to the website so you can see it for yourself. Because most people are full of shit. Come and experience what I do. You'll see it. I'm not full of shit. Kenny Glick, follow me. Freaking lasers. That's cool. Freaking lasers, man. Look, my first edit. See, I'm learning already. I did a laser video now. I'm freaking cool. So now do I have to hashtag every video? Hashtag trading, hashtag VWAP, hashtag my balls, hashtag StockTwits, hashtag sexy brunette under my desk, hashtag learn how to trade options, Hashtag naked girl trades live for grain alcohol. I wonder if that'll get any traction. All right, everybody, at Hit the Bid Radio. I've been on TikTok for 2 weeks, and I'm really just about dancing and a lot of nudity. But I don't think anybody wants to see this, but I certainly will teach you how to trade. At least I hid my nipples. All right, guys, I'll see you later tonight. Be careful. Don't get your ass chopped up. Another winning day. You can walk away a winner. And here's the ironic thing. Remember the Sava trade? It was a day's pay. I am this good that I accidentally make money. Check it out. I was saying, hey, you know what? At 18.15 doesn't look too bad. 18.15 just got me to the 18.35. I know it was just a gag, but I was actually specifically telling you it does look good down here. And then again, just throwing that out there. I'm just saying you could find trades anywhere once you know what you're doing. All right. Be careful out there, my friends. Big monster bid on the Qs right now. You never see that. 100,000 share bid on the Qs right now. Oh my God. That was major size showing up out of nowhere. You don't usually see stacked bids like that. And that guy was a buyer. He took that whole thing in. He's like, thanks. Wow. Wow. Someone's liking the Qs there. That was major buying. It's a major reward. I don't really care, but you might be getting that 357.50 after all. It's a major reward. It's a major reward. All right, I'm out of here. Be careful. Don't give back your day. Be profitable. Hold the profit. Hold the profit and cherish it. I'll see you soon.